Hey, welcome. If you've ever thought about making money online, but the idea of creating something totally from scratch just feels, well, overwhelming, then you are in the right place. Today, we're breaking down a business model called Done For You Digital Products. So let's just dive right in. So let's just start with the big question, the one that probably got you to click. Is it actually possible to make real money online without having to be some genius writer, a graphic designer, or a coder? Without building an entire product from the ground up? And believe it or not, the answer is a big yes. The secret is this business model called Done For You Digital Products, or what you'll see called DFY for short. It's a way that thousands of beginners are getting their foot in the door online, and a lot of them are doing it without a ton of experience. So what are these things, really? Let's get into the nuts and bolts here so you have a really solid idea of how this whole thing actually works. Think of it like this. DFY products are basically pre-made digital files. We're talking about things like digital planners, ebooks, social media templates, you name it. You buy them one time, you get the rights to tweak them and add your own branding, and then you can resell them over and over and over again. The key here is you're not starting from a blank page. You're starting maybe 80% of the way to the finish line. Okay, this next part is super, super important. You have to understand the rights that come with these products. You'll see two main kinds. First, there's PLR, which stands for Private Label Rights. That means you can edit it, rebrand it, and sell it as if you made it yourself. Then you have MRR, or Master Resell Rights. That's a bit different. It lets you sell the product, and it lets you sell the rights for your customers to sell it too. Knowing which is totally key. All right, so the theory is one thing, but what are people actually selling out there? What do these products even look like in the wild? Well, there are a few categories that are pretty much always in demand. These are the evergreens. We're talking about ebooks and workbooks, templates for social media, for all those busy creators out there, and especially digital planners. And let me tell you, according to our source, planners are an absolute goldmine. Consistently one of the top-selling things on marketplaces like Etsy. And here's the cool part. This isn't some old, dusty model. It's adapting to what's new and what's hot. Looking ahead, we're seeing a ton of growth in newer niches. Think AI prompt packs, aesthetic stock videos for influencers, or even professional photo presets. It just goes to show you how flexible this whole model really is. So why is everyone, especially beginners, jumping on this bandwagon? Well, it all comes down to a few huge perks that just tear down the usual walls to starting a business online. First up, the cost, or, the lack of it. Starting a typical business can run you thousands of dollars. With DFI products, you can often buy a quality product ready to go for under $100. The financial risk is just incredibly low. And then there's the speed. This is a game changer. A normal online business could take you months of work before you even see a launch day. With a DFI product, you can customize it, set up a listing, and be ready to make sales in a matter of hours. You could literally have a store up and running this afternoon. And the math on this, the math is so simple, you're going to love it. Let's use the example from our source. Say you buy a product for $27. You list it in your own shop for that same $27. The moment you make your very first sale, you've made all your money back. Every single sale after that, pure profit. So why are the profit margins so insane, like 80 to 100%? It's pretty straightforward, really. It's all digital. There's no inventory to store in your garage, no boxes to ship, no manufacturing. You sell endless copies of the exact same file, and the delivery is all automated. Okay, so you get the what and the why. Now for the fun part, the how. We're going to lay out a super simple 6-step blueprint you can follow to get from just having an idea to actually making your first sale. Here's the game plan. Step 1, do your homework. Research a niche that people are actually spending money in. Step 2, buy a high-quality product with the correct license. Step 3, and listen up, this is a big one. Customize it. Change about 20 to 30% to make it your own. Step 4, pick a place to sell it. Step 5, set your price and hit that launch button. And finally, step 6, keep your marketing simple to start. Okay, so you've got your product. Now, where on earth do you sell it? Here are the top 3 choices for beginners. Etsy is awesome, right? Because it's got this huge built-in audience of people already looking for things like digital planners. Gumroad is super, super easy for selling digital files. And then there's Shopify, which gives you the most power to build a real brand for the long haul. All right, before you get too excited and run off to start your empire, we need to have a little reality check. Let's talk about the real potential here. what the profits can look like, and some of the common mistakes you really want to avoid. Forget all that hype about making 10 grand in your first 30 days. Let's look at a much more realistic goal from our source. Think about it like this. If you can just sell 2 products a day at, say, 17 bucks, you're already clearing over $1,000 a month in revenue. That feels real, right? It feels totally doable. But to get there, you've got to dodge some common mistakes that trip people up. The really big ones are not bothering to customize the product, or worse, not even checking the license rights. But even simple stuff like using bad photos for your listing or ignoring basic SEO can totally sink your shop before it even gets going. If you can avoid these, you're already way ahead of the pack. So what's the bottom line here? Let's do a quick pros and cons. The pros are massive. It's low risk, the profit margins are incredible, and it can scale up. The cons are real, but you can deal with them. There is definitely competition out there, and yes, you do have to learn a little bit of marketing to get your stuff seen. And that really leaves us with a big question to chew on. When you look at how easy it is to start and how much you can automate, is this done-for-you model really the future of the side hustle? Or is it just a new name for the same old challenge, finding a good product and getting it in front of the right people? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today.